Everyone, and welcome to my sixth tutorial. This is the sixth tutorial in the series of how to model a bedroom, and this time I changed my screen recorder. I'm using now ScreenFlow. I had some issues with Camtasia, and um, I don't know. I didn't like that much the sounds and the reducing the noise backgrounds and other stuff. So I decided to try ScreenFlow, and I think ScreenFlow it's better, um, and very easy to use. Um, Camtasia is it's also easy to use, but it's not the same. So never mind. Let's leave this. Um, I want to open this scene we left at the fifth tutorial, and I chose to actually create now small objects for this room just to fill in this empty areas we have, like those desk here and the desk here over here, and maybe the walls. So let's create small stuff, and I'm sure most of you already know how to create those any other objects just to fill in the empty space. So either way, I decided that this is what I will focus on this tutorial. So let's um, let's use this 3D cube we have here and switch to top view and focus on our grid. We are going to relay on this axis of the grid um, by creating a CV curve tool. Uh, no, creating a CV curve using the CV curve tool. Okay, and the start point will be this actually this line here. So um, click once with your left mouse button on this area, and then start creating something similar to what I'm creating now. Doesn't have to be the same. What I'm actually trying to draw, it's half cut of some vase. So do whatever you want. You can create glass or any other shape of vase, and really it's just for filling some empty spaces in this scene. So I'll show you a few things you can do. Um, as you can see, I started this line from here and I finished it here, and I tried to create the inner line and the outliner of this vase almost same as possible. Okay, so you really need to try to do this the same, and when you want to close this curve you should press enter on your keyboard, and as you can see we have minor problem here. So right click on the curve and choose control vertices, and you can always modify it with your move tool just to make sure it looks better than it is right now, and also fixing uh, thickness issues we probably have, although that people probably won't see those minor issues because it's in the vase, so no one really cares what's going inside the vase. um, well, there is some statement or quote about it: don't look at the vase, instead look inside it. Okay, never mind. And okay, so after you done with this, with modifying this vertices, tap on F8 once or twice, and then go over modify and center the pivot for it. And now we are going to um, do some experiment. It really depends on which axis you um, decided to rely on. So what we are going to do, we are going to change here to surfaces. It's already been in surfaces just for you guys, and go over surfaces, and where it says revolve, click on this cube, and then you should select in which direction you want to revolve this uh, half cut of our vase. So let's try on Y and just click revolve. So as you can see, we got something that looked like a dish, and this is not really what we wanted to achieve, so undo that and go again over the revolve and this box here, and now choose X and revolve it. So as you can see, we got something that looks like a vase, but I'm not sure that this is what I wanted to get. So either way, I think that I made some problem when I chose to modify this pivot. So let's undo that and undo again to bring back the pivot over here, and then let's try revolve it again. Okay, so revolve on X and revolve. Now as you can see, the vase is it looks like what we wanted to achieve. Either way, no, not either way, just the other shape didn't look that bad. Truly was a nice vase uh, from what we have here, but um, I, I just suggest you to use what you have when you like what you started to draw. So this is what you probably want to get. So this is why I show you this issue about modifying this pivot. So now you and me also know that you better don't change the pivot until you have this shape. So also another good thing to do after revolving this shape, it's actually to duplicate it. Okay, so let's duplicate it once and move the duplicated item over here, and I want to show you something. When I take this shape and move it here, you can see that our CV curve is still here, but if we are going to delete it, this item will be deleted also as well. So, and also if we would like to modify it, this, so let's see what will happen. Try to give you a better look. If I'll take these vertices, no, let's take the, yeah, let's take this, oh, let's take these vertices, and I will move the camera over here. So if now I will move these vertices, you can see I get different shape, and this is very nice because you can, in this way you can try to model something that looks better, and maybe even better the original drawing. So this is pretty neat, and you probably will use it. And also after creating this, you can copy it and bring this here. So now you can maybe create something else. As you can see, this one is still modifying, but this one is not. So that way you can have 3 different uh, pieces of vase just to fill your environment with new objects. Alright, so let's stick with those two, and we can now choose to object mode, this one, and also, oh yeah, you can delete it, and no, this one didn't delete it, but you can delete it. And now we have two vase, and we want to um, rotate them, so I will rotate them like so, and then I can see that the rotate Z was applying to this movement, so I can um, write down minus 90 degrees, and that will fit our needs. From here you can actually go and modify and center the pivot for those two, and no harm will apply to this vase. So let's bring in these two, these all layers, and we can now uh, modify the scale for those. If you like, you can move them and put them on your uh, yeah, you can put them here if you like, one vase over here, and maybe the bigger vase, or maybe make it bigger, a bit more bigger, and put it near to the closet like so. Okay, so I need to move my camera near to this corner and trying to make sure that it sits perfect on the floor. Okay. Okay, so maybe a bit bigger. Yeah, feel free to do whatever you like with your vase. You can put them where you feel like, and let's create another thing. Okay, so first of all, just catch those two vases and add them to a new layer, and call it like objects. Okay. Oh, sorry, I'm writing in Hebrew. Objects. Yeah, like this, and give it some nice color. Save, and let's unreveal all the layers, and let's create. Let's take a cube, and we are going to create some uh, picture on our wall, so it will be interesting, and pictures can fill out the walls dramatically, so that's better. um, yeah, let's choose this face here, and maybe we will uh, extrude it like so, and maybe we will bring it out a bit so this frame will look as frames looks at the real world, and maybe extrude it again and bring it a bit in, and then slide it down like so. You can adjust it like this, and don't worry about the picture. I will teach you how to add a picture here when the time will come. The next thing is to decide if this is going to be stuck on your wall as it is, or if to create something that like it's hanging on it, nail and rope or something. So if you would like to create rope, um, you better take civic curve tool again, and this time you are going to um, start drawing um, this rope like from this corner. No, I don't think that's corner. It's good. Let's let's start from here. Okay, so I'm going to switch to X-ray so we can see what we are doing. Um, let's start creating this wire or whatever it is, like so. Okay, and this is really not necessary because you can hide this um, wire behind, and maybe just for demonstration I will continue it. um, okay, so this is the wire. Sorry for this heat on my hunter, and let's no, that's ain't right. Let's choose this wire again. Okay, let's turn off the X-ray and choose this one, and we will adjust the wire so it will look better than that. And yeah, that's quite okay. And yeah, that's enough for this wire. Let's tap on F8 once or twice just to bring it back to object mode, and then we are going to create this polycylinder over here. We are going to modify it from the attribute editor, so change to this tab polycylinder so you can see subdivision axis. So first of all, subdivision caps, you can remove it and add as much as you can just to make this roundness look smoother of this cylinder. Now right click on it, choose face and delete this face. Now we are going to tap F8 to bring it back to object mode and use the scale tool to scale it to something very small, like a wire. Um, you have to be very careful when you do this because um, tr you truly need to see how much thickness you add to this wire. Okay, and as you can see, I'm trying to spin it a bit in this direction and to change it to 90 degrees, and only spin it so it will face the direction of this wire. Okay, don't spin it on any other directions, so it will face straight forward to this wire, this CV curve. And now let's choose the wire and then this polycylinder, and we need to go over polygons and edit mesh and to this extrude blocks over here, and where it says division, add 100 divisions to it and choose extrude. So that way you will get a wire. Okay, as you can see, it's still in manipulating mode, so tap on F8 to bring it back to green wireframes, and I suggest you also copy it, so Control D and copy it, because in the same case as like the vase, these two have the ability to be manipulated by the curve itself, so we don't want them. We want one piece that it's okay, just move it. Oh, I also duplicate the other one, so that's okay like this. And now I'm going to bring it so it will sit like this, and then I will take the frame itself, and maybe we will use this icon over here. Okay, it's universal manipulator. choose it, and when you get close to the item you chose, you can modify few arrows that appears on the sides or at the corners. But if we are going very far away, you don't always see them, so move very close to it, and we are going to pick up only this side of the frame in this. Okay, so that will, this side of the frame will be up, and now this wire will be attached as possible with those two start and hand point to the frame itself. Okay, and that way it looks uh, in some way realistic, but truly you don't need it right now. It's very not necessary. So again, do whatever you feel like, and we are going to choose them both. Maybe I will move it a bit to the side. No, it's picking out from here. Let's choose this both and group them together. Okay, and we will reveal only the bedroom walls, and then we will move it up, and we are going to scale it at first. So don't forget also to really remember to group them, because if you ungroup them, um, they will react as individual parts, and each part will give you, you will give them different proportion. So in order to uh, move them as one unit, you have to group them. And now you can also modify now this their pivot like this, and now we need to choose in which wall we are going to hang this picture. So we need the bed to see where it's going to be, and now as you can see I wrote it uh, in the x direction, so I will straight it to 90 degrees and will try to attach it to the wall above the bed, and I think this is better. Okay, if you like to make it bigger, you can do it. I don't mind, really don't mind. After all, this model is going to be yours, and I expect you to do crazy things, so you will enjoy it more than I enjoy it right now. So yeah, that way it's okay. And you can still adjust things like the frame. See, the frame is touching the wall in this corner as it should be, but the wire ain't touching the wall that much, or maybe it is. I can see from here, so I will turn on the x-ray, and it's hard enough to see it that way, so maybe I will try to get close as much as I can. Okay, and then I will yeah, I have minor issues after using this universal manipulator. You always mess with the pivot itself, so you have to modify the pivot again and center the pivot, but still it, it ain't it ain't going to be the same as at first. Now I don't have um, those hoops of this rotate tool, same as there were before. So therefore maybe I won't uh, play with this that much, so I won't lose it for good. So maybe I just try to attach it with this move tool and maybe bring the frame in. Okay, so that way it's okay. Maybe no, that's not okay. Okay, let's leave it. That's not that important. um, we can create a nail for it. Let's create a nail. So um, let's unreveal everything and let's choose to add this frame. Yeah, add this frame to our objects also. So right click on objects and add selected objects. Okay, and then we are going to unreveal the bedroom walls, and let's create this polycylinder, and we can go to the cylinder attribute editor and remove the cap again, and then maybe add some height subdivisions, and let's right click on it and choose vertices. Let's take those vertices and bring them all until you see it's like creating some point. Okay, and let's pull them down, and then we will choose those vertices line, and we will make it like so, and then we will choose those both vertices lines, and we will shrink it and bring it down, and then we will choose this line and bring it much down. Okay, so now we have something that looks like a nail. uh, so F8 to uh, make it you know, object mode, and we want to rotate it, so let's rotate it a bit, and let's see which rotate has changed. So let's put 90 degrees. Yes, it's pointing to the right direction. We just need to reveal this and the objects to see that we are going to point this nail at the place we need. So and it's very huge, so let's scale it and bring it inside the wall, and so it will look like this wire is hang on this uh, nail. Okay, so you can probably make the nail smaller, so let's choose those vertices again, and we will scale it down. Yeah, that's better, much better. Okay, so now just try to position it. Yeah, so now we have a frame of a picture to vase, and I hope you understand how to fill this emptiness in the room, and maybe I will add some more tutorials on creating simple stuff like this, but we are need to move on with this tutorial. So um, this is it for this part, and we will continue at the seventh part. Okay, so for now, have a nice day. I hope you enjoy this. tutorial. And if you have any question, you can leave me down the description, below the description, and I will try to answer you whenever I have time. So bye for now and goodbye.